Okay, he's gonna reload a shotgun. Shotgun's proven really deadly in this mod so far. Okay, well, we're just gonna make sure the guys I think are bad are. Alright, howdy folks. Welcome back to more Gates of Hell with the Vietnam mod. Now, I'm aware that a lot of you have been asking, like, hey, where did the mod go? Honestly, I believe the developer has taken the mod down for the time being. I can't tell you why. It's just obviously not available right now, but I can only assume that it'll be back at some point in the near future. Alright, why don't we pick a new mission? Of course. Oh, let's actually move this unit over here. So I think an important mission that we haven't done yet is rescuing a platoon. Now, obviously, we pause it for 1 second. We have one platoon over here. We have one platoon over here. But one platoon that we're missing, well, technically, I guess we got this half of the South Vietnamese platoon, but we're actually missing a platoon that got lost. So we're going to, I think it might be, is it the village? No, is it the jungle? Okay, so if we do this next mission, we'll get access to, well, you know, when we do get to saving them, we'll have access to another platoon, which should basically bolster, if we're not even talking about the South Vietnamese, we should bolster our forces by 50%. So I'm not going to explain how this mod works for the 17th time. If you're interested in like, hey, what is this? What's going on? Highly recommend checking out one of the previous videos I've made on this, where I go over everything. The only thing that you really have to know, I guess, is that we're playing as U.S. and South Vietnamese forces during the Vietnam War, and we have to go on multiple missions before the enemies, the NVA and the VC, will attack this FOB. And the more missions you do, the more rewards you get. So, for example, one of the rewards I got were these two M113s. I've gotten this patrol boat over here, which... not really too sure if it's that useful, but it's definitely covering this tiny one corner of the map. And another reward so far has been this South Vietnamese contingent. It's not really big. It's actually kind of not very big at all. It's like, it said a platoon, but it's really not a platoon. It's like what, half a platoon maybe at most. But hey, it's something. And now what I've done is I've loaded units in these helicopters, because those are the units you will bring with you into battle. So you do not have access to all of these forces right here. You only have access to them here in the FOB. But in the battle, in the mission we're going to, we'll only have access to the guys that we actually put on board of the helicopters. So we should be running the time out here, and we're going to be transported to a different map, where we have a small objective. In this case, like I said, it's rescuing the 3rd platoon, and then once we rescue them, we'll actually have access to them on the FOB. We can send them out to missions, and then, like I said, eventually we'll be needing to cover our FOB on the final day, which is, the more men for that, the merrier. Obviously, you want to have more guys versus less guys to defend the FOB. So I think that's an important one that we're gonna do. And this map, again, just looks freaking amazing. Let's actually make sure these guys are all just going to stop running around. And take a look at this map here. This looks freaking fantastic. Keep in mind, this is a World War II FPS. Well, FPS, I mean RTS. Although I guess technically you can make it into that, like, third person / first person over the shoulder-esque formation. But this is just so freaking cool. Like, I don't know. Again, old boy, he actually messaged me and he said he wanted to keep working on the mod, so maybe that's why he pulled it off of the workshop for the time being. But so far, I've not seen like any hello there. Not seen any big issues with the mod, obviously besides the lag. But if you're looking to how the back end of this one is created, it's honestly kind of nuts. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. So why don't we call in a QRF? Again, you can only do that once. That's that last helicopter we filled. I only filled it just with some command element units, but they're important because they have an ammo sergeant and they have 2 medics with them. I'm not really sure if the radio operator or the lieutenant really do anything, but it's just nice to have extra guys. And we can see here just the this is going to be a rough battle. I don't know how we're going to deal with those guys up here, I think we're going to have to do is send a couple of guys here, set up a base of fire, send a couple of guys here, get some grenades out, and dislodge these. Oh, hell, there's actually a little path here. Here comes our QRF helicopter, dropping off, like I said, the command element. I really like the look of this game. Gates of Hell, I know that people complain. I know it's not the most amazing way how they did it, where they made Gates of Hell a DLC for Call to Arms, but I think it has to do with some of the contracts that they signed with their publisher. But in the end, Gates of Hell has very, very unique mods, and unlike Men of War, which is a great game, but unlike Men of War, this game... Oh, didn't mean to do that. This is actually a guy from the regular team. But unlike Men of War, this game runs great and doesn't run like poo-poo, which is, I think, is a big issue for me coming from Gates of Hell to Men of War, because I know people ask me, hey, can you make more Men of War videos? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, of course. But you don't have this thing. I was actually playing Men of War, a Star Wars mod, and I was like, oh man, let's look down to the ground, let's press T and get, like, you know, this camera here over the shoulder, or this first person perspective. But then you realize that that's not a thing you can do, because it just doesn't exist. I know the editor, like if you go inside the editor for Men of War, you can get a first person perspective, but it's really buggy, and trust me, I've tried it before. Now we're going to cross this river, which actually just look at this. This looks so cool. I can even turn the HUD off if I wanted to. It looks like I'm playing the Vietnam mod or a DLC for Arma. Honestly, it's so cool. But we're just going to send these guys across. Okay, don't know where you guys are running back. Come on, that bug still exists, I guess. We're going to link all these guys up. So we know there's contacts further up, but let's not get too excited. I just don't want to run all my guys into a death trap. So we're going to send my command element across. Get a little bit more of a cinematic view here. We got our two medics. We got our lieutenant. Obviously, he's got his binoculars out. I'm surprised he's not on his map saying he's lost. The ammo sergeant and the radio operator. And then our second squad we're going to keep back for right now. I just don't want to run too many guys into some sort of ambush. Let's not send a leader. Let's send our rifleman up front. And we're going to make sure we have this secure. I don't know if there's any traps or punji sticks or you know, I've seen a whole video, I think it was Animated History who made a video on like all the traps used in the Vietnam War. I don't want to fall into any of those things, but it looks like we're actually pretty good. So why don't we send the rest of this squad up with him? We'll send the command team up to the middle, and then we'll send second squad running up the rear. We don't want to get these guys too far away from each other, just wouldn't make any sense. Okay, and then we're going to, I think, we're all here. We're going to try and cross the river. Don't have to swim. Oh, we have to swim here? Oh, we got contacts. Oh, I think you might not have to swim if you go by the rocks here. Is this deep enough? No, this is still too deep, I think. Or shallow enough. I don't know why I said deep enough, but... Oh, that's the M60 firing, I think. Well, at least we got across the river. It really gives you a sense of scale, by the way. Something that's really hard to see when you're playing Men of War, even like this. But the scale is very easy to see. It literally is Arma when you look at it from this perspective. Oh, what? Was that guy there all the time? The RPG guy? Was he just staring there at me? Okay, anyway. Let's send... Let's actually see if we can get some smoke grenades thrown by this guy. He's just rolling his M16. We're going to just throw some smokes into the river. And I'm secretly hoping... Oh, that's not good. Throw a smoke on the bridge, too. Okay, let's see if we can get everyone across here. The cool thing is if you press middle mouse button, you can actually tell guys that you're controlling to get across. So we're sending everyone across right now. Just not really sure how effective the swimming is. Wait, where are they going? Oh, they are swimming. Okay, so I wasn't stupid for swimming. We have to actually swim across here, I think. Okay, we're getting across. We're getting across. Actually, is there a way up there on the map? Hang on, let's put this guy over here. Those smokes never really came off, by the way. Is there a path up here? Is this a path? No, this is just a rock formation. So the only way up, or well, is really through those bridges. Command element forward. Second squad forward. Okay, stop swimming, guys. Get out of the water. Come on. It's not that nice. Honestly, I'd be afraid of snakes and all sorts of diseases you can probably get just for swimming around in the random water in Vietnam. Or, well, any jungle for that matter. Let's be real here. On that note, I hope that the Vietnam DLC for Arma needs to add some... I know they have snakes in there, but could you imagine... Oh, God. Could you imagine swimming and you just suddenly have, like, a freaking... like you're covered in bloodsuckers or something? Okay, so we're currently engaging contacts up on the ridge. Oh, this is not good. We need to start running people across because we're getting grenade launch right now, I think. Okay, start running guys across. Let's send a corporal with them or they're not going to want to run up there. Oh, crap. There's a guy. Where is he? Come on. God, there's a guy over here. Just knocked down 2 of our guys. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're across the bridge. Okay, now the issue is we need to get our leadership team over here. Okay, because we just lost 2 guys up there to a PPSH ambush. We're going to run some guys across. I think it's a good idea for us to throw a bunch of smoke grenades. We're going to set up on this left area here where there is a path, so I don't want to get flanked. Okay, our smoke is out. Send a medic up front. See if we can cover them. Get a smoke grenade on this rock. Okay, another smoke grenade. Oh, we're getting grenade launched, I think. Hopefully they're not going to be super accurate. Those grenade... Oh, the smoke went into the freaking water. I think it might have bounced off this. Oh, no, it actually seems to be working, though. Okay, medic, get the other guy up. Okay, our shotgun recon guy is up. Let's get him over here. And he is... Okay, we're good. Okay, hopefully you can't hear my cat screaming in the background. Because I can. Alright, we're pushing up over across the bridge. I just gotta say this looks so freaking cool from up here. It's like I'm playing Arma, but I'm playing it like it's top down and by myself. Alright, let's get our sergeant. And we'll take a couple of guys and we'll make sure this ridge is clear. Actually, maybe we'll set the entire squad up on that ridge, minus the medic. Like, the medic could maybe go with them, but further behind. I don't want to send these guys over there because that's the command section. So we're actually going to send the second squad to come up here. And I think the second squad should kind of sit here and cover this ridge as this entire squad, minus the medic, is going to make their way up the ridge. We're currently getting shot in the ass, I think. I'm not sure what's going on here. We have a decent... Oh, wow, we just got shot at. You know what this needs? Oh, that's not good. You know what this needs, though? Oh, we just knocked out one guy. You know what this needs? We need snipers. Oh, we're getting grenaded. Guys, what are you doing? Oh, we can't lose these guys. I really need to get my medic up here and work on these guys, but I also need to throw more smoke grenades because I think we're not doing so good right now. Throw smoke in front. Okay, medic. Okay, well, he didn't throw the smoke. Whatever. Come on, come on. The thing is, this is all really tight, so I really don't want to have too many guys together. I mean, one grenade just took out both of these guys here. Okay, work on this guy. I can't afford to lose this sergeant, so I'm going to have to run over here. Because normally in this, obviously these ranks actually mean something. If your guys are without leadership, they will just run away from combat. And they'll be like, oh, where's my leader? So if you lose too many leaders in this, you're going to have a bad time. Because I don't think there is a way for me currently to promote any of my non-leadership guys, like any of my grunts, to become a... okay, probably shouldn't have the leaders next to each other here. But I don't think there's a way for them to get promoted. So we're going to get some medical equipment here, some extra Vietnamese grenades. Oh, Jesus. I thought that was him getting grenaded, but that's him shooting the shotgun. Okay, we're in a kind of a pickle here. I want to clear this ridge. It'll also give us a good base of fire to shoot upon the other ridge with the statue here. But we gotta be careful, and gotta keep in mind this is going to be good for us because we will get a whole extra platoon. But I gotta keep in mind this is playing on hardcore, so your guys really can only take like 1 or 2 shots and then they go down. And I really can't risk losing any guys because in the end, like I said, we have to defend the fob, and I really don't want to defend the fob with like 3 battered platoons. Or yes, they are platoons. I almost said companies, but no, they're not. Well, technically, I guess 3 platoons would form a company, if I'm not wrong, in the 1970s. Unless I'm thinking of a different country. It's always weird, because obviously these nations use different organizations, right? So it's always a little more complicated, I feel like. There's a spider hole right there. Those guys were looking the wrong way. I think they were looking more towards the bridge. Okay, let's send up this entire... Not the medic, not the medic. Let's send up everyone. Keep the corporal behind. We'll send up everyone here. Shotgunner's advancing. Okay. This is a very tight little corridor, so we gotta get out of here. I don't know if there's a... I really don't know if there is a way for me to spread out my guys, like, quickly, efficiently. Like a button. Okay, let's control the shotgunner. Try and get him out of the mess we got him in. Okay, he's gonna reload a shotgun. Shotgun's proven really deadly in this mod so far. Okay, well, we're just gonna make sure the guys I think are bad, or they're dead. Reload again. Okay, push around this area here. Okay, looks like we're exchanging fire in the background there with some guys across the river. But we're gonna make sure... Okay, he's walking by himself. I'm not touching the keyboard. What did you do? Oh, right. Okay, so he just got two... Okay, now this is a little buggy. This is really not good. I can't actually not leave this guy because I'm currently gyro controlling him. And he has become AI because he was too far... Okay, this is... So when guys are too far away from leadership, they'll become AI and they'll run to the nearest leader all the way back to base. The issue is I can't now unselect this guy. So I'm hoping this isn't a bug. I'm hoping he either... Okay, now we have him back under our control because he got close enough to leadership, even though this is probably the closest leadership he's got to. That was a little messy. So yeah, now we just have a random guy across the river sitting over here. I think we may or may not have cleared the rest of this area. We'll actually use a guy with an M16 to clear closer to the river. But I'm thinking we cleared all these spider holes. But no, we didn't. We didn't. This is why it's good. Oh, crap. What the hell just happened to this guy? This is why it's good to randomly shoot people. I mean, you know, don't take that out of context. I already know at Sherman, it's always good to randomly shoot people 2022. I already know it's going to show up in the comments, but what I'm saying is in the video game, you want to make sure to shoot random people because this is a little precarious. I don't know who just ended up shooting this guy. We're going to pop a smoke grenade and hope we can cover this guy and get him back. In the meantime, we're going to send the other squad across the bridge here. Try and get a nice little low perspective of them running up. That's really cool, actually. Oh, one just fell off the bridge. Oh, never mind. We're good. We're back up. Okay, this guy is still alive here. Actually, what we could do is something kind of crazy. We could have this guy just throw 2 smoke grenades in front of him and then run the entire squad across. It's a little risky, but I think it could be an interesting sort of like charge across the river here. We'll send a command element across the river. We actually don't know why this guy became a squad member of the command squad, but he's definitely not supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be part of this squad. Alright, and we're going to just send these guys hard across the river, and we have this squad here. We could actually send them over here. Okay, so we're going. That's actually pretty cool looking. And we're here. And now we need to get the help prone, spread out. This shotgunner does not belong to this squad, so keep that in mind. Okay, here comes the rest of his boys. They just run across the river. Very cool. And, okay. Oh, we got guys right here. He's shooting into the smoke. I think we may not have destroyed all the enemies here. Is there anything cool that like just randomly is over here? Like a secret or something? We could send a guy here just to make sure. Let's find our core... Actually, we can just send a large part of this squad and just check it out. We can even get over there. There's still one guy behind this statue. We'll just... Oh, that's one grenade coming out. And there's another one coming out. And he actually took the shrapnel from that first one. The second one was just for good measure. Actually, the first one might have been thrown by an AI. It wasn't thrown by me. Okay, well, I just like checking here. I guess that's the thing from, like, the Command and Conquer games where you want to check the little secret areas. But it looks like we're actually good. And I think we didn't lose anybody, so it said to link up, or RV, rendezvous with 3rd Platoon, which means, oh, look at that, and that's everyone. So we got ourselves the 3rd Platoon. This is only a couple of them, I'm assuming. I'm hoping we get more. But the question here is, how are we going to return 3rd Platoon? unless there is maybe they're sending another 2 extra choppers. I can only assume that, but well, they got lucky, they got saved. I couldn't imagine being stuck in the Vietnamese jungle as an American GI and not being able to get out. But we made it with 6. Well, I guess this is just allowing you time to heal anyone that's been KIA'd or well, I guess more wounded than KIA. But there we go. We got ourselves an entire extra frickin' platoon. Now these guys do not belong there. You guys belong on this side. There we go. And then I think we're going to call it here. We are going to come back with another episode of this probably within the week. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.